as well as honorary doctorate for her contribution to the society. Welcome, ma'am, a very distinguished personality in our show today. We'll be very happy discussing the role of CSR on sports with her. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Shanoli. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. This topic is interesting one, and I always just prefer panel discussion kind of. I don't want that kind of I'm just speaking and everybody is that kind of. No, if we just go for panel discussion, then we can make this as a healthy discussion. So I prefer that, and I have my PPT with me also, so that we can cover many dimensions regarding this. That CSR, that COVID impact, and that esports also, that digitalization of sports, we can say. So different things are there. So I want everyone to be participative in this session. So we all can enjoy that, and it should be interactive kind of session. Is it okay, Shanoli? We can go with it.
Yeah,
Dr.
I think
Sunita, this is as the session mentioned, it is a master class series. So we first hear the master, then all the
everybody else
the master is played and the jack will play.
Yeah, Sanjeev sir, you are the legend here. Dr. Dev is there, so everybody is there. I don't want that kind of, right? So yeah, let us make it a interactive kind of session. Then yeah, definitely we can go with it.
So why don't you start? We'll all join. We'll all follow you.
Yeah, sure, sir, sure.
Okay, let me start. The corporate social responsibility, or CSR, we hear this term very often. So
Yes.
I would like you to discuss about actually what is CSR and why is it so much important in modern world?
Yes, Shanoli, very right question you asked. That CSR means corporate social responsibility. It means that corporate depends on the society for its resources, for everything. So corporate also have some responsibilities they must fulfill it, whether it's environment responsibility, social responsibility, cultural responsibility, because corporate sector have many resources. They can serve the society in a better way. So now India is the country who made it mandatory since 2009, that every corporate sector, they have to spend 2% of their profit on certain conditions on the social responsibility issues, whether it is social issues, economical issues, or environmental issues, right? So there are many things. So government have given some flexibility to the corporate sector, that according to their choice, they can take a area and they can improve that. Likewise, like Tata is doing many things for their employees, for rural areas, like Jindal established like many hospitals. So every company is doing one way or other way.
Okay, that's very interesting to know that corporate responsibility, they are investing in some good causes for the society. So in this regard, I would say that the practice of CSR has always been integral to the sports organization too. So how is CSR used in sports industry?
Yeah, Shanoli, see, Reliance is the biggest example of it, right? That how Reliance is promoting sports. Neeta Ambani, everybody knows about that. That she is fond of sports activities. Every second, third day, we just reading in newspapers, everywhere, we can see that Reliance is just promoting sports on local grounds also. So many corporate sectors are doing this way. So I have my PPT also. Later on, I'll be sharing with you all. So many like organizations are doing this way. They are supporting the like many players. They are just doing that way. Or on local grounds also, they are just financially support is there, or any kind of technical support is there. So corporates are doing that way.
So you can share the PPT right now, ma'am. We'll be happy to see the to know more about all this.
Yeah, see, I always prefer that some practical output should come if we are discussing on any topic. So I have like tried like to cover many areas, right? So I'll be scrolling like very fast. So if anybody is having anything over there, they can ask me, they can interrupt me anywhere. Yeah,
So
I can share that.
one thing I wish to add, in 2013, before the CSR Act in force in India, then I was one of the speaker in FICCI. So many professors, we talk on the CSR, and many speakers, not only from India, some are from abroad also, they're talking about the favorism of the CSR should be there 2 to 5% from their net profit and all. Then me and one Professor Bhattacharya, she retired from IIFT, might be you know, is a very big personality of India. So he said, what bullshit you all are talking. There is a pin drop silent in entire FICCI. A person who start a business, start giving an employment to one peon, and he's giving him a salary, giving him a respectful kitchen expenses, his rent, each and everything. This is the first kind of the CSR. What's special in it?
Yes.
It is from more than 100-year. Tata started airlines, so many things, and many things, whatever. Jindal Steel, they start the township, NTPC start the township. So one township means creating the employability, a respectful manner. So his views is totally different. He said even then one chaiwala, if he kept a boy on the bread and butter and his education fees, he is doing CSR. So this is, I give the thought of the sentence in 2013 after the 8 year. So maybe it can be included because every businessman who is giving the salary to each and every, that's a CSR. And from last 2 years, from March 2020 to till date, many of organizations are never ever stop the salary of their employees.
Yes.
But 99% they stop the salary, not only by force, but the situations. Their saving, their bank balance are now totally empty. So CSR is each and every step. Once we offer the glass of water to the thirsty person, when we offer the one-time meal of the hungry person, then it is a part of CSR. It's a great going on, Dr. Sunita.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for adding this wonderful insight of you. And I would like to say, sir, there are many studies done by many researchers. Some corporate person are having like this kind of views that why we should spend 2%. We already doing that a lot for our stakeholders. But main thing is in studies it mentioned that nowadays customer or consumer prefer more social organizations. If employee want to join any organization, first he will check the credibility of that organization, whether that organization is doing or not doing, because nowadays CSR is related with the brand value, brand equity. Consumers want that green kind of product or eco-friendly products. So now many studies are coming which are boosting these concepts. And being in competitive era, every corporate is just checking that their competitors are doing 2%. So, okay, they must do like 2.5%, 3%. So this is the trend which is just nowadays in prevalent, because everybody is looking for, whether it's audit, whether it's government supervision, everything. So corporates are just preferring these CSR activities and other things. Yeah. And in India, everybody knows that since last, like our Veda Puranas, that time people used to do that, kings and others. Everybody does that. Yeah.
Raja Harishchandra's.
Yeah, he is like biggest example of that. Yes.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, ma'am, please go
Yeah,
ahead.
Shanoli, it's your choice. Either we can discuss this way, or if you want to like PPT, so I can share PPT.
Yeah,
also.
sure, you can.
Okay, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. Okay, you just please allow me to share my screen. I'm not able to.
Yes, you can share.
Okay, sir.
Host can allow.
You can share, I think. Is it?
It's okay, sir. We just okay. Shanoli, you can ask the questions accordingly. We can take this session. No issue at all. If it is not here.
Okay, now we get to know that CSR been an integral part of the sports industry. So I would like to know about what are the benefits of investing in sports development through CSR. So
Yes.
these days, as you have mentioned earlier, many of the industries leaders, they are investing on sports development. So what benefits they are getting out of it, actually?
Yeah, Shanoli, when it comes sports now, everybody just feel that kind of passion, that kind of energy, refreshment, everything. Because sport, we can connect with the nationalism, patriotism, cultural activities, everything includes in the sports, right? So that's why we can say that sport as the medium by which we can do wonders. Nowadays PM is like supporting anything, whether it's Fit India, Mission Shakti, Khelo India, they are promoting it. So that's why nowadays corporates are also looking for that how they can help the government in their schemes, and some like players, they are very good in their sports activities, but due to financial constraints they are not able to go in some championships or other ways. So that's why corporate intervene in this sector also, and they are contributing a lot. Many corporates are now just doing like football federations or like cricket or everything, they are just doing that way.
That's very good. Like we get to know that state-wise also some of the sports has been sponsored. Like our hockey team was sponsored by the Odisha state. So we get a wonderful result out of that. So
Yeah,
I think
activity. Yes, sports like corporates are enjoying it like a fun kind of activity. They are doing it for their employees also, for their employees' families also. They are just doing it.
Yeah,
Dr. Sunita, if you may permit, I have joined. If I could just add to what Shanoli has been inquiring. Dr.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Hi.
Yeah, I just
we
want
want to.
Yeah, could not stay away. A very good evening to all of you, Dev
Yeah,
sir,
good
and
evening.
all the participants and all the esteemed panelists. Now, as Shanoli was rightly inquiring about the investment for CSR, let us understand here, see, when we talk about corporate, just outside the corporate is the community, and inside the corporate is the premises of the industry. So there is no watertight compartment, what you're doing to the community. An investment in a person whom you're trying to give in the community, next day morning comes back to your organization as an employee, because you are trying to look for local labor, local employees. And as Madam Sunita rightly pointed out, it is investment towards human development. Sports is an offbeat medium. People are not realizing. And with the kind of culture we are trying to establish, it is an indirect way of, looking at to reduced inequalities, promoting, women leadership through sports, and trying to see that how without a conscious intervention, that, just calling people and say that here is a government scheme and, enroll, and these are the kind of benefits you will have. It is just like having a sportsmanship, getting people together. And at the end of it, seeing the results towards reduced inequalities, community bonding, better performance at workplace. So these are some of the external dimensions of CSR where we are trying to work on community impact. So
Yes.
other than mainstreaming sports, there are a lot of hidden benefits, and the output is seen in terms of, larger social and human capital, whether it is through international sporting events or it is India's ranking as a whole. So this requires a lot of debate, but I think so this is one of the major areas, because so far it has not been touched, and CSR data reveals that sports and environment are still few of the neglected areas so far as corporate interventions are concerned. So all the points that Madam has been saying in a very lighter way needs lot of concern and needs lot of leadership from the corporate sectors, either to adopt one sport per corporate, one sport per district, one sport per state. And Odisha government, as you rightly pointed out, has been setting all kind of benchmark examples in terms of individual sponsorship, in terms of sponsorship to teams, in terms of cash incentives. So whether we look around from the government, ministries, corporates, we are having the best of examples, I would say, from the last 3 months in terms of CSR investment for sports and a business case for this. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful, Muna. Yes, we were missing. Rightly you joined. Thank you.
And I would like to add that especially as because I am attached to rural development or in a rural school, we can find lots of talents are there in the rural areas.
Yes.
Which is not been intervened, or the corporates are not so much active in this investing on these rural people.
No, in
because
fact, in the last 2 years,
yeah.
government has been asking to cut down on the academic courses for CBSEs. 50% weightage to be given to sports. And in the
sports
recent
and other vocational training, yeah.
yeah,
That
in
should
Shiksha Parv
be.
also just 2 days back, which Narendra Modi has had, he's asked each of the Olympians and Paralympians to visit 75 schools each, so
Yes.
that the young generations get motivated.
Motivated.
So I haven't seen in the past 10, 15 years a prime minister taking interest of this kind. And if that is the kind of leadership we are seeing, whether it is private sector, NGOs, or advocacy organizations like Vasundhara Blessings Foundation, I think so there is no stopping to these organizations. All we need to do is we need to partner with each other for progress and development.
Yes.
Yeah, through campaigns and through the technical or conceptual sport and different activities, we definitely can do these things effectively. Sure.
Okay, now let's come to the next part. As we are going through a pandemic era, so we have all seen the total transformation in all the industry, in all sectors. Like in the education sector, so there is a total transformation. We are completely on online mode and all.
Virtual
So,
mode.
yeah. Similar way, the sports industry has also been affected, and the sports persons are also been affected on the pandemic era. So, what are the impact of COVID-19 on sports industry? What do you think about that?
Yeah, because effect is huge. We everybody knows since last 2 years almost, right? That its impacts are great. So many of things which were planned earlier, they didn't happen. And like many sports person got infected because we seen that news, and then we decided that okay, we must go on this talk series, that what is the impact of COVID on the sports players and sports industry. So definitely impact is huge. That's why that government Fit India now comes on the right track. That we can do like that yoga, meditations, and other things also we can align with the sports industry at the right time. And because sports always been known for the physical activities more and more, because it is helpful for your healthy body and mind also. So now by the help of this Fit India initiative, we can promote our yoga and that kind of meditation culture also in India and in different, as Baba Ramdev is doing since a long time. So now this is the right time.
Mental well-being also.
Yes.
Been
Yeah.
taken a great impact on sports industry. And the greatest impact we have seen that Olympics has to be postponed on first time in the history, that is has to be postponed and then reorganized in the another year. So these are the impacts. Now we can see ki as because of COVID-19, I have just discussed ki, like the education sector is completely gone online. So similar way, many sports even have started to happen, but people are preferring to watch online rather than joining to the sports ground and all. So what do you think? Will the COVID-19 change the way we watch the sports on television?
Yeah, of course, because see now Netflix came, and if we see that almost trend have been changed. Now TV industry to everybody just shifted to the YouTube. If it's advertisement industry, if it's sports industry, so everybody knows now Netflix and other many players just entered in the market. So YouTube is the like many people are using it. If we talk about that advertising industry, now no more TV required for these kind of things. So definitely in sports industry also these kind of interventions are there, where people depends more and more on these kind of sources, whether it's YouTube, Netflix, and different sources. Yes.
Yes, so we can see ki more and more people will be involving in watching television or esports or online sports programs.
Mobile gaming industry, yeah, mobile gaming industry is just booming now. Everybody, every like kids and youngsters, they people are using it more frequently. Every day they are just doing it. Many like that apps are there related with this esports and everything. Yes.
Yes, app development is has become like Earlier, we used to do games and all in field, and now app development has changed the whole
That
scenario. Kids
Ludo
are
and
involved
that
more
carom,
in that.
yeah, you have seen that Ludo, carom, everything now in the mobile, like they are
Like
using.
even from Ludo, also that we used to play in our childhood days. I can see Ludo is also online. People are playing and
Yeah,
all.
they are
So,
using it.
Okay, today's my last question is, so how do you see the future impact of CSR on the sports industry post-pandemic era? Because we think after 2-3 years, maybe this trauma, this effect will be suppressed to some extent. So what will be the post-pandemic era, the effect of CSR on sports industry?
Yeah,
Should-
Shanoli, very right question. See, after COVID, we are just observing that the latest trends in different organization and corporate sector, that they people are just focusing more and more about the health issues. And whether it's a physical health, mental health, so definitely we can expect a very good amount of CSR that in future companies or corporates can think about to spend on the sports activities, because PM is just focusing more and more different initiatives, different campaigns, and he is promoting like anything. Day and night, he is just doing this, that we need to promote sports more and more. Many like Amrit Mahotsav, they promoted it, that Fit India, Mission Shakti. So nowadays, everywhere, it's like we can feel that waves or vibes of the game. So everybody is feeling that quite passionate about this.
So we are hoping that in near future will be again go to the normal in-person mode in sports industry, that it has to be before the post-pandemic era. So I would request Dr. Pachar, if you want to say something regarding the sports industry, or to the sports person or the people who are seeing this telecast.
Shanoli, see, we being a organization, being a NGO, we people are just trying to fill the gap between these sports. Basically, government is promoting like anything, corporates are also doing, but they all have their own limitations. At grassroots level, we need to focus more and more, whether it is technical support required, infrastructure support required, or financial constraints concerned, right? So we need like different organization support also, so that we can promote in local schools, in colleges, in universities. We need to align this with the curriculum, right? So it is if we will focus on that, what are the career aspects in the sports industry can provide, and how we can represent India at international level in the sports, right? So definitely we can do wonders, because we do have many industries or many corporate sector who are looking for, if anybody go there and they would ask them, this is my feasibility report, and this way we would like to help, these are the potential areas where you need to spend your CSR amount, definitely yes is there from their side. So we need to do a lot of homework on ground level first, that how we can connect these local players with the government schemes, with the corporate, and then definitely they can do wonders at international level. So these kind of interventions are required frequently from everyone nowadays.
Yeah, I think SPA is also doing a very good job in this regard. I think.
Dave and his team is doing wonders. Yes, of course, they are doing it.
Yeah, okay. Ma'am, if you like to share the PPT, now you can share.
Yeah, Shanoli, just give me 1 minute. I have to check whether I'm able to share or not. See, screen share, still it is not showing that I can do. Yeah.
I allow you to share. Multiple participants can share simultaneously.
Okay, sure, sir. I'm just
try it.
No, sir, it is not supporting. Share screen is not. No.
Below is there na green color screen share?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we daily using in our
Yes,
just check it out. Just check it out.
Okay,
Good
sir.
evening,
Change the
sir.
Good evening, Ranjana ji.
I believe Sunita ji is also facing the same problem as I was facing that day. So she is also facing that. So now today you have to become the assistant to her.
Dr. Sunita could just run
Here
in the
have you-
points that you have on the PPT in case there is a technical issue, Dr. Sunita.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Just you can share your PPT to me on WhatsApp or mail. I will share.
Sure, sir. Or otherwise, I'll share with you in group, right? Later on, we can discuss on that. Let's discuss now because everybody is there. So now we have to discuss on the recommendations, on the suggestions that how we can come about that gap areas. We need to focus more and more on the gap areas. So if we talk about gap areas, that how we can connect that local area school, colleges, and universities with the government national level schemes, and then those players or those sports person can do and can perform at international levels. So these kind of things we need to intervene. And if we talk about nowadays, digital era is there. So whether it's mobile apps or gaming industry, so we need to revive this industry also. So whether we are just providing any kind of course so that students can prepare mobile apps in games or different kind of these things we can do. So
I would like to mention here, Sunita ji, actually I was listening you on this topic.
Okay.
I would like to mention here, as everybody knows, I'm working with Central University of Jammu and with yoga department. So
Okay.
we are already working on this phase because I am in this field from last more than 27 years. I'm a yoga expert and a doctorate in yoga. So I would like to tell you that government is already working on this phase that small colleges, because right now we are having around 290 colleges and Ayush department has given this these colleges to Central University of Jammu to just we are focusing on such activities only, on specific sports part we are taking care of, like yoga and other activities, so that we can make youngsters equipped fully once they will be out, so they will be fully equipped for their career and all that. So simultaneously I am working with one NGO also as a JNK president. So in JNK I would like to mention here, during this Fit India movement, JNK stood first. JNK stood first specifically for yoga, because all the schools, they were directed of education department, they were just in touch with us, and we were teaching them all yoga online to their youngsters as well as their teachers also. And when they participated in the Fit India movement, so all over India, JNK stood for first for just for this yoga activity only. And it is really because as it's an era of mobiles right now, we know that we are all are working on mobile. So I would like to mention here, because people were thinking that we were just bound to our houses, but no, because this COVID, if we will see its positive phase, so this phase has given us a big platform to explore
Yes.
ourselves, because otherwise we were limited to our states. And now we are open to international level also, and even SPA is also working on that part, because SPA is also providing a very nice platform to each and every one, because here we personally don't know each other, but SPA is providing this platform to each one, that we are meeting over here, we are understanding each other, we are learning more and more things from on this particular platform. I am really thankful to Dr. Dev sir that he is organizing all these events online and providing this kind of benefit and this kind of aspect to everyone. It's really wonderful that because just now I came to know that you were saying that I believe you are into some NGO. So it's really appreciable, because somewhere I can say it's a woman empowerment also, because all the ladies are in this department, that they are just trying to keep the flags high in the field of sports. I really appreciate this thing, that women are coming in front, because one of our ma'am Konika, she is also always in front line, and always she's coming in front to share her experience and all that. I really appreciate, and I would like to, because if any phase, if any time you need any kind of support from ourselves, we will feel our prayer to support at any point of time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Definitely, it is a. I would say कि, this pandemic has opened the door for globalization more than before, because now we can, because of this online platform, we can connect to anybody around the world. And
Yes,
so,
Shanoli, I sent PPT
Yeah.
to Dr. Dev, right? So we are expecting to share.
yeah, sure.
Meanwhile, yes, we can discuss, because these discussions, these deliberations,
should,
yeah, it comes on practical part. Dr. Mona is there. She is quite passionate about sports.
No,
Anytime,
and I would request this,
yes.
yeah, Dr. Pachar, I would request Madam Varendra Arora to be on our sports power talk series, because health is not just absence of disease. When we are talking of, spirit, mind and body, and instilling a sense of wellness, because pandemic, we are talking about pandemic phase and post-pandemic phase. But the kind of reorientation it has given towards the importance of one's health, one's family, and taking care, and the entire day in and day out taking different kind of kadas, and people worrying about their health to that extent, like we have never seen it before, the
Yes.
pandemic magnitude and nature. So with this few initiatives, if you could know yoga for schools, yoga for corporates, how we could begin our day. It is okay if you do not have the time at the individual level. Let organizations take up the responsibility of spending 15 minutes towards health and fitness. They do spend time towards stress management, mental health issues. But why take up issues when there is a stress? Why not have a preventive approach and go for yoga for health and fitness? So we need to have these kind of, resource persons who will be able to initiate a talk series at one side in terms of absolute sports promotion, and at the other side, holistic health and well-being, as pointed out by Dr. Sunita.
Yeah, short-term courses kind of way we can initiate in universities, in colleges, and yeah, that way we can go.
Like in school, I would say ki rather the schools are doing quite well, because as a principal of a school, I would say ki in my school, this from pre-primary onwards, we have every day 15 minutes this time. We
Okay.
practice
Yes.
some physical exercise, some meditation, and these children enjoy. They are doing online, but enjoy. Even most of the schools are doing like this, because
Yeah, yes, government promoting physical education, na? That's like a subject.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's good for everyone. Yes.
Yes. So, is the PPT available? No.
Yes, yes, I shared with Dr. Dev. If he's there. Dr. Dev, are you able to connect with us with this PPT? Hello? Don't know he's here. Okay, we can carry on with our discussion. It's okay.
Yeah, I am doing. Carry on, please.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you so
Okay.
much. Yes.
Okay, so anybody from the guest want to share their views on this topic? All are welcome. Anyone else?
Ashish, yeah, Shanoli, we need to focus on more and more career aspects through sports and different courses, right? If we would promote these kind of activities, definitely students would get attracted towards this. That yeah, these are the benefits, these are the career, because students always take those kind of courses which can give them the better career security, better career options. So we need to focus more and more on career orientations in sports industry. That can give you a boost.
I
Yes.
was also part of a discussion regarding this in previous episodes. So now it has come, I think, that PPT. The various career options are available on sports industry, which is now gaining popularity in India also. I think, ma'am, it has come, I think, this.
Yes, shall continue.
Hello, Sunita ma'am.
Yeah, hello. Yes, yes. Now it's connected.
Yeah.
Yes, so sportification possibly to become the new mantra of the game industry, obviously. So what still need to done is that sport person should be supported from the training stage. So it means we need to focus more and more on the training stages of the players or different people. So this is the need of the hour which we were discussing earlier. So sports school should be set up, and sport should be a part of our educations. Definitely, this can help us. And sports scholarship need to be given to the students that have sports talent and different activities, and underdeveloped Indian sports should be commercialized. So these are the main things we need to focus more and more. So these are the issues. And next important thing is Dr. Dev, please next PPT. Yeah. So these are the career options in the sports. We need to promote this more and more in universities, school and colleges, so that we can attract good sports people or person from the universities, youngsters we can attract. Like there is a career scope like athletic trainer, physical therapist, medical assistants. So likewise, we can go on with these kind of career options promotion schemes. Yeah, next please. And these are the government schemes to promote sports culture and sports athletes in India, basically. So we can say that how we can promote these kind of sports schemes or sports culture in India. We have Sports Authority of India, which have initiated like many schemes for the players. They are giving financial support, technical sports to the players. Next, please. So already we have discussed, they are promoting it sports as like sub junior, junior, senior levels. So they have like different age groups, and accordingly they have given different schemes to the players. They can opt for which one is better for them. Yeah, next. Okay. Yes, so it is all about that Sports Authority of India, that how it is promoting. So it is having like more than 273 sports centers in the country, and we can see that government is doing a lot of efforts. But we everybody knows that being so much population in India, we need like many interventions through corporate sector, different social organizations, and different groups also. Yes. So this is about how India is helping. This is about the Department of Sport under the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. If we see that we have a huge potential, because by 2025, India would be the fourth largest economy after United States, China, and Japan, and we can contribute like 5.5% to 6% to the world GDP. So we can say we have a huge potential. Now we need to focus more and more that how we can do in a better way. Yeah, Khelo India, everybody knows about it. We discussed a lot, so I don't think we need to like anything about Khelo India. Everybody is very well aware of this topic. Yes, next please. Yeah, if we talk about future potential in sports industry or in any industry, definitely India is blessed about this, because if we talk about at the world level 2025, India have a 63% of population to be the youth category, which we can use for the betterment of the India, and future prospects of India are quite bright rather than other countries, we can say. So these are about the how strategically PM Modi promoting the sports participation or initiatives, because through Sports Authority of India, they people have launched like many schemes for the sports person. They are just giving them financial support. He personally met with every player, because we have seen many videos in many news that how rigorously Indian government is promoting sports activities, and they are boosting the players also. So this is the great things which India initiated. Yes. Yeah, Fit India movement, everybody knows in 2019, PM Modi launched at the right time when COVID just came. So definitely this is helping us a lot, and we can see huge potential is there in Fit India movement. Yoga, meditation, other physical activities, exercises, we can expect more and more from every organization or corporate sector. Khelo India scheme, yeah, obviously this initiative was launched in 2016. And in 2017, it was revamped in the year. And the mainstream sports as an instrument, it means main focus was how we can develop the local area development, which is required nowadays. Because in rural areas, many players are there. They are very good in sports activities. They have that potential that they can represent India at national and international level in a very well manner, or they can do wonders. So we need to focus more and more on local area development. So by the Khelo India initiatives, government doing a lot of efforts to promote local sports also. Yeah, so this is a initiative that government is promoting sports talent search portal also. That if anybody is good in sport, they can put their information over there, and definitely if anybody, he or she got selected, government can help them. Shanoli, please, you just take care of time limits because I have prepared, like there are many things there. So these are the award schemes. Yeah. On 29th this August, we have seen that many players got different categories award, whether it was Arjuna, Rajiv Gandhi, Dhyan Chand, Dronacharya awards. So government is like promoting these initiatives through national sports award schemes also, so that they can motivate their players. Yes. Yeah, we as discussed that we have 65% of population under 35 years of age. So this is a very good number for the sports industry. So potential is there. We need to work out on that how we can make that generation for the sports initiatives for the better career prospects. This is about that how companies are spending their CSR funds on the sports. As earlier, Dr. Dev also said about the Tata Group is doing a lot of efforts. Tata was the first company who initiated the CSR activities in like 1945, and they are contributing in every aspect of like social areas, environmental areas, or economical areas. So in 1984, Tata set up a Tata Youth Adventure Center, and it is helping a lot to the Tata Athletics Academies in 2004 and in 2017. It means they keep on different schemes, advancements, and different initiatives. So they are just doing a lot of efforts to boost the sports in India.
One thing I wish to add, the Tata Archery Academy of India, it's called TAI. So first TAI, Tata started, and Deepika Kumari is the first star of TAI.
Yeah, sir, it is added here. So due to time shortage, I'm not covering everything. Yes. Deepika Kumari Jayanta,
Yeah. We have 10 minutes more to complete everything.
Yeah, that company's part we can take in that. After that, if any one or two questions are there, we can address that. No issue. So this is about the Reliance industry, that how Reliance industry is spending on CSR activity. Everybody knows about Reliance because Nita Ambani is famous personality. Everybody knows her. So her initiatives are also known by everyone. So the Tata just like this Reliance industry spend 41.65 crore rupees. They taken this amount for the sports promotional activities, whether it is national sports, whether it is rural sports. They are doing a lot in sports category. Yeah, so 1 and 2 other companies are also there who are just doing like great efforts towards this. Yes, Reliance Foundation just initiated Young Champs program also. Under this 14 to 16 year of age people they have targeted, and they are just helping them. Next is Hindustan Jink. They also initiated football. See, in India, cricket, football, these two like game, we can say they are the master everywhere. So they, every corporate sector focusing more and more, like whether it's a cricket or football tournament. So they are supporting these kind of game activities. So these are the stunning predictions about the future sports. If we talk about recommendations, if we talk about suggestions about the future, so sports media landscape will dramatically change, which we earlier discussed that now TV industry, Netflix is there, and different other media sources, whether YouTube or other sources are there, who have like taken TV industry almost. Yes, Dr. Dev, I think it is more than this stadium PPT, where you can open this blue 137 number. Yes, so this we need to work upon. This is the future of sports industry, we can say, whether it's augmented reality, artificial intelligence, Google connectivity. So we need to work on these aspects, because we have to make our players also tech savvy. If they know how to use different apps, different softwares, then only they'll be able to play in future. So these are the great efforts. We need to focus more and more on these areas. This is an example of future stadiums. So we can say technology is going to play a great role in sports industry also. So we need to promote more and more like these kind of tech savvy things or subjects or different courses or different modules for future players. It's okay, I think, sir. We covered a lot of things earlier also. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. That was indeed a very good input and presentation from Dr. Sunita. We get to know various aspects of CSR and its relation with the sports industry. So I would like to close today's discussion on this topic. Dr. Aurora, it's up to you now for the next station.
Yeah, we wish to listen Dr. Vrinder Arora.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
First of all, it was a wonderful presentation. You've done excellent research about the budgets and everything, predictions, past, future, present. You added everything, and it's just given a 360-degree view of the sports industry. Excellent presentation, I must say. And I think you have added some more ideas that how we can promote and how we can, promote government schemes and your own ideas. And I think you have all, covered up almost everything. And the only one thing I would like to add is that, which I feel, because sports, yes, it requires a lot of physical energy. And the food which we are getting in the market with the pesticides and, waxed apples and all that, I think nutrition should also be taken care of. Because, there is a lot of wear and tear, whether it comes to the knees, joints, or otherwise, or how to take care of the skin when you are in the sun or in the pollution or whatever. So I think that area should be added in the career as well. Because although there are like dietitians and there are, health consultants for these students who participate at the national and international level, but I think we can also highlight when we have a discussion, so to promote that. That's
Yes,
all I would like to add.
Sports
And I think
nutrition is emerging as a good career option also.
yes.
Yeah.
And another thing is that but I, as a principal of the school also, I always discussed with the teachers that teach the students practical way. For example, when we say, although it may not be directly related with the sports, but indirectly, like sports, personalities or our students who were very actively at the state level and national level, we used to say avoid junk food because you are a sports person and like that. But then students think that one day you say carbohydrate and potatoes are important, the next day you say you can't have French fries. So it creates a lot of confusion in them, isn't it? So it is important to discuss and have a discussion. And sometimes students don't discuss these things in the classroom because of various reasons. But in a informal way, these things can be clarified because they are also human beings, and why should they not have it? And I share one experiment I did with my students. I taught them how fluoride is important for your teeth and why we should not have junk food. Just a simple experiment that we put an egg in the vinegar, and egg shell started to, crumble. And the one that was in the fluoride, it didn't, it stayed the same. So it shell has protected. So even these small experiments, that they must know that this is a part and parcel. It's not that they're sacrificing all these things to be a sports personality, but it's important to be healthy, isn't it? So that's all I would like to add. It was a wonderful presentation. Once again, I really enjoyed every part of it. And thank you, Ms. Roy. So you also moderated very well.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Regarding the food habits, I would like to add that in our school, we practice that we have given a food chart that the students, now we are doing online, but still we have the tiffin time together. In online classes, we share the tiffins together. So we have given a food chart for the weekdays, and the students try to follow that. And we said that on Sunday, you have the cheat day. That
Yes.
means you can eat whatever you feel like. So they feel happy, okay, and Monday they just prompted, ma'am, we have taken this on Sunday, this on Monday, this, and so they feel happy, and this way they do not get, do not feel that we are not getting the, delicious foods, that junk food, what we can say. But to some extent, one day they are allowed. We have, that is how. So rest of the days they follow that healthy diet options.
Wonderful.
And another thing is, it is the reasoning must be there. Although our national policy now has focused on that, on concept learning and developing the critical thinking. So if they know the reasons behind it, even myself, like I eat healthy during the week, but sometimes I also have bhaturas on Sundays.
Yes.
So
We all are
I
human
have a
beings.
golden time.
Not on regular basis. Sometimes it's okay.
Yeah, that's actually we all are
You
human
can
beings.
say that this much you require, or maybe you can have it as a golden time because, because you've been very disciplined during the week.
Very nice.
Yeah, that is
One thing I wish to add, a new update in the management program is according to the food habit. The management of food habit, it is a one subject we added. Management
Okay,
of
in the
food
program.
habit we added from this semester itself.
Great. Okay,
Yeah, so
that's
it's a 10-hour program we added in our PG with our PG students, so that they able to know which kind of food is good for health. Earlier, our dadi, mother, each and everybody knows. My wife knows which food is good for us, which spices and which onion, whatever, the kheera, cucumber and all. But today's generation, they're missing it, totally missing. They don't know what is the benefit of X fruit, what is the benefit of X vegetable. So particularly we start this subject from this year, even though it's a non-credit subject. And moreover, NIFT Delhi, my son is doing his master from there, NIFT. So the same, they followed that. So sometimes we have some creative idea, and then the people are ready to follow. It's wonderful.
The same thing we are also following in our university in MA course. the students, they are doing MA in yoga. So same thing, because simultaneously with the yoga, I really agree with ma'am Virendra. She is absolutely telling right thing, that food is very important part, because if you are practicing yoga also, then also food is playing a very important role in your whole life. Because today only I was discussing with the students, because earlier when people were studying our Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, so they were all aware of. But nowadays it is totally omitted from our society. Even we are not aware at all about our Vedas, Upanishads. If you are going to ask the students, so they will literally ask, what are Vedas, what are Upanishads? So I am really thankful to the era of this time, that even nowadays new generation, they are taking interest in this field, and by this mission, because once we are concentrated on sports part, because as per NEP we are concentrating more on sports, so they are showing their interest, and that's why everywhere we are trying to get involved such things, because food and yoga, and whether it is yoga, whether it is sports for other fields, it is playing very important role. Today only I was discussing with my MA students that there are 13 types of agnis. There are 13 types of agnis which are working on the food. But nowadays, generations are not aware of those 13 type of agnis. What kind of bhutagnis and what kind of jatragnis. They are totally not aware that how it is actually working inside our body. So it's a very vast topic again. I will not go into that topic, but it is very important. Food is very important, because I can mention as a dietitian, as a naturopath also, I can mention here, because until unless, because we are eating food just like okay, this thing is attractive, or this thing is making me to have some attractiveness, and we will have it and gulp it. No, that is not the proper way. Because not only to have sumptuous food in a good quality, even to eating process is also very important. That is also playing a very important role nowadays, and we have to teach our students that aspect also. Because earlier our grandmother or parents were teaching us all these things, that why to sit quietly, why to sit have food quietly. But nowadays it is totally omitted. We are keeping the mobile in front of us, or we are sitting in front of the TV, and we are watching, and then we are having the meals.
It's a
No, that is
wonderful,
also
Dr.
totally wrong.
Ranjana. Wonderful
Yeah.
talk. Great.
Thank
So
you, sir.
much.
That's
Thank
it,
you.
sir. Thanks a lot.
Okay, so let us conclude today's discussion. I think Sunita ma'am is also in a hurry because she has to attend another meeting.
Yeah,
So,
Dr.
Dev
Mona
sir?
can do. Dr.
Yeah.
Mona can do. Dr. Sanjeev is there.
Yeah.
Let's carry on.
Yes, we're waiting for Sanjeev ji to share his message and observations and comments.
Yeah, I think the session went very well. I think I feel a little, unknowledgeable person then in front of all of you. You guys have so much of knowledge in this subject. And I think the discussion can go on and on if the dinner is not served on the table at 9 o'clock or 9:30 at every home. So I think a wonderful thought. And we love to have more and more discussions on this topic. And as Dr. Mona and the other people have rightly said, that we have a lot of other power series on this talk to take this further and then take it to the policy level. I think that should be the aim, so that we should all at least contribute towards the nation, contribute towards the policy, and contribute towards this society in a much better way than what is anticipating. I think our Prime Minister has already initiated the process by being so close to the sports fraternity, and I think the decision maker in the government is now alarmed that they have to support this fraternity for the years to come. I think the beginning has already been started. Beginning is always tough, then we have to follow. So I think the beginning is the foundation stone is already laid. So we have to now make the solid foundation and solid building. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
sir.
wish all of you a great evening and have a safe dinner.
Thank you.
Have a healthy dinner rather.
Yes.
As all of
Any-
us has talked
You
about
too.
healthy and healthy.
Any
and
closing
You,
remark,
Dr.
Dr.
Mona.
Mona? Any
Dr.
closing
Dev,
remark?
before the closing remark, because I'm from educational background, just one quick observation. We were having a discussion as Madam and the other dietitian was pointing out, and so you also talked about introduction of food management as one of the areas. There is a large deployment of nutrition and dietitians in the schools now, because I have been associated with Apple Global School here, and one of the first thing that they talk to me as an HR person would be overhauling and revamping their canteen management, because they wanted to have, a total renewed, because so far, there was Maggies and vada pav and samosas and these kind of, and you see the bell rings and this entire 1,000 students at a time standing around the canteen, and with change towards having a contract given to young startups. I'm saying this because I'm a foods and nutrition at the graduate level. I'm seeing my young friends starting their own startups, which has been further encouraged by Gujarat government. They are associated as young faculties in the institutes, and they have taken up on contractual basis for revamping the canteens and providing foods and nutrition kind of a input, which is through recommended dietary allowances, and they entirely manage the catering and everything. Right dot at 10:30, it reaches to 2 or 3 schools. And this young startup being founded by 2 individuals as Aditi and Dhara, based in Vadodara. So they could be also invited in terms of, giving the importance to management of food and sports mission, particularly when we are talking of preschool sports. So I think so a lot of diversified issues discussed today. Patient under is, listening by the participants. So we are having all the stakeholders coming together, and these discussions, I do believe that will be passed on to policy makers for persuasion in the recommended areas by stalwarts by Dr. Dev, Sanjeev Kapoor, and other influential persons that we have. It has been a privilege and pride both to be here. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. Really wonderful ideas.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Mona, for this lovely input.
Thank you, everyone.
And Dr. Varinder.
So I think, Doctor,
Don't call me doctor.
Today we will also announce formally the completion of Mrs. Shanoli Roy's teachers training certification program.
Sanjeev Kapoorji, it's a very important announcement.
Yeah.
We have to be loud and clap.
Yeah, so that is what
Thank you
the
so
honor
much.
I'm giving it to you, to applaud and felicitate Mrs. Sonali Roy for the great achievement of completion of the e-certification in sports management for the teachers training program. So she was a wonderful student, and she has really put a hard work, lot of assignments, and she has really got all A+ in all the assignments. So hats off to you, Shanoli ma'am. Apart from your busy schedule, you have really come out with flying colors.
Yes.
So cheers to
Thank
you. Cheers to your dedication towards the sports, apart from
Thank
the
you so
education.
much.
So
Artist,
wonderful,
congratulations.
wonderful, wonderful.
It's truly great to see your assignment. You take all current affairs on your assignment, as you took the example of the Tokyo, and you find out you did the SWOT analysis of Tokyo, and we can won more and more medal. Today is a number 7, then next Olympic it goes to 70 minimum, 70. As lots of government and you and me, all people are creating the sports environment in the country. Creating the sports environment in the country. And well done, Shanoli. Billions of wishes to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So actually,
God
being
bless
a
you, Shanoli ma'am.
thank you so much. I have always been a learner. I believe the more I can learn, more I can give back to my students, to the society. Before involving my students into sports and all, I should know about the details about what is sports management and all. That is why I completed this course. So
Yes.
thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful, Shanoli. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank Thank you.
Thank you very much. And good night, Shabba Khair, and wish all of you a happy